Hi everyone, I'm just back from a run and that's why I might look a little flushed, hot and sweaty. And I've had my 16 ounces of water, and yes, I do measure my water, if not in this measuring cup, in a bottle that I keep by my side all the time, as much as I can. And one of the things coming back from a run, because it's hot here in Florida, is I feel like I need some electrolytes. And you know, Gatorade is so yesterday, right? There's some research that shows that Gatorade paid for the research that said their product was great, but we definitely need electrolytes. Where do you get them? Where Mother Nature intend? From plants, of course. Watermelon has great electrolytes, and that's in season now. We just bought a ginormous one about this size, and it was $8. So we're eating off that all week, and that's really great. Another source from Mother Nature is seaweed. It's high in iron and calcium, and you can buy it in bulk, in cases actually, in packages that look like that. And it comes in containers like this, and you can see I've eaten most of the container. Because why? This says there are 5 servings per pack. Well, I have no problem eating this entire package, and that's a good thing because each serving is 20 calories and there's only 5 servings per pack, so 100 calories for this whole pack. And it a little goes a long way. I mean, it comes in these sheets. I'm thinking there are about, does it say, maybe 20 sheets in this pack. They're very thin, as you can see, and they're also very crunchy and satisfying. So maybe you can hear the crunch. So rather than eating nuts and seeds, which you should eat in moderation, but sometimes it's hard when you're grabbing into a bag of seeds that have already been shelled, because Mother Nature really didn't intend for us to eat seeds and nuts like that. That's why they put them in shells or hard to reach places, so we would have to take our time and let our brain get the message from our mouth, which it takes about 10 minutes to say, oh yeah, I'm getting filled, rather than just grabbing in by the handful. But this is a great source of crunchiness, and it's almost like something that dissolves in your mouth, like a lozenge. The only thing, well, there are a few only things, but it can get stuck in your teeth. So you have to, like, it's kind of like vegans are always living in fear and asking each other, is there kale in my teeth? Well, you may have to ask, is there seaweed in my teeth? There's different kinds of seaweed. I started out on this journey eating macrobiotically, and they're really big into all kinds of seaweed, so I learned my seaweeds. This is actually a nori sheet that has been toasted and coated with oil. That last part I really don't like, because I don't know if you can see how shiny my fingers are from the coating and all this oil. And when you look at the ingredients, it shows 1.5 grams of fat. It shouldn't have any grams of fat if it's just seaweed, but they coat it with oil so it will stay separated in these packs and not crumble and become nori flakes, which they actually do sell as a flavoring, kind of like a spice, and just green flakes. And that's what happens when you crunch this all up, whether it's in your mouth or in your hands. And if you don't have oil on it like they do, it will just crumble into teeny tiny pieces, which I'm having trouble doing. But definitely the oil is coming off on my fingers as I do just that, more than just handling it. But there's other kinds of seaweed like kombu. They put that in miso soup. Dulse is another seaweed that's a little more red in color than this. But you know, what are fish eating? They are going right to the source of calcium and the nutrients that they need to sustain life. So why wouldn't we pass the middle man or woman as in a fish? We don't need to eat fish. So go right to the source, and this is just quite satisfying. The other thing they put a lot of on here is salt. And you can buy these unsalted, and if you want to do that, you just have to read the ingredients, read the labeling, and the sodium content here is, at least there's no sugar, right? 40 milligrams per serving. So multiply that times 5 servings for the pack. 5 times 4 is going to be 200 milligrams of salt just for this little package. So that may be a little more than your dietary needs are, or if you're trying to watch your blood pressure, obviously you're going to go for the lower salt varieties and not add more salt to your diet if you don't want to. But, you know, look at these. They're kind of like stacks of paper, and just kind of a different kind of food you may not be used to. So I thought I would introduce it to you. Just so many different varieties in the plant kingdom to eat. All right, everybody, I gotta run. Be sure if you like this and want to see more videos, you like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a great week.